If you're someone that watched Heated Rivalry and Off Campus, and you are finding that Heated Rivalry was just elevated so much more for you than Off Campus was, let's talk about that. And I'm someone that watched both and I enjoyed both, but they're not on equal playing fields for me. And that for me is because Heated Rivalry, as we know, is such a cultural phenomenon for so many different reasons. And mostly it's because of the very many layered levels of representation that showed up in Heated Rivalry, which made it explode onto the scene. Aside from it just being a queer joy romance for the first time, which culturally we needed so much, but for the story, there were so many different multiple forms of longing happening at the same time throughout the show. There was queer longing, there was emotional repression, there was fear of vulnerability, there was perfectionism, there was a person of color struggling with what that means to be a person of color in a white dominated space. There was immigrant family pressure, there was masculinity and emotional isolation, the ache of wanting to be chosen publicly and not privately, the exhaustion of performing strength all the time. There was mental health representation, not only in the trauma-informed, narratives, but also in the neurodivergence community. There's so many different layers to the characters in Heated Rivalry, especially the two main characters of Shane and Ilya, where the show became a mirror for our culture and for our society, allowed people to see representations of themselves in a way that they felt seen and heard and understood, and were able to kind of acknowledge their own struggle and find a way to work that out in their own life, or have the desire to work that out in their own life. And while Off Campus was a nice show, it just is not hitting the same emotional beats as Heated Rivalry. And I think that Heated Rivalry is going to hopefully show the entertainment industry that if you hook into people's emotional human experience, our true human experience, it'll pay off for you. People want to feel seen and heard. We want that on our TV screens. And the more that you're able to dig into that in a very authentic way, the higher the payoff there'll be for your show.